So, hi everyone. Oh, it's a bit of a weird angle, isn't it? So welcome if you're a hashtag oldie, nothing to do with age. Welcome if you're a hashtag newbie, self-explanatory. My name's Claire, not Crystal. I'm sounding very nasally because I've got hay fever. Again, I'm still undecided because half my family that have got it, they feel like they're ill with something more than that, and if that's the case, it was one of them that gave it to me. But I swear it's hay fever, because when it comes and goes, it's either hay fever, which sucks because it can be that bad, um, or, and I'm referring to the fact that I was crying on Sunday night, it was that sore. And it takes a lot for me to cry when it comes to pain. I've got a high pain threshold, and whether it be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual, I might add. And thank fuck with the fucking spiritual warfare that I get sent my way. Um, and everything I say is part of the channeling, so that's very apt for Scorpio Moon right now. Yeah, Scorpio Moon is often, it's about pain. I would say, I've not got a Scorpio Moon, but I've got a lot of Scorpio placements. I've got a Scorpio rising, and whenever I've looked at someone's chart with Scorpio Moon, yeah, it's, they get a rough time too. So, but when the moon is in, but I mean, like I said, we've all got Scorpio somewhere in our chart, and it is my favourite sign. So, um, but it's intense, 144. And so that brings you on to the fact that this is a twin flame channel for your inner divine feminine, divine masculine, and within a connection. And I say connection rather than relationship because there's not too many folk that are in a physical union or relationship or even reunions, where you see them and you come away because it's too intense, you see them again, all that kind of shit, right? So, but if you're sensing like, I so can't be arsed with this, you'd be right. And I've actually got a wee backlog of videos and I haven't published them. And there's a few, there's always a reason for it. It'll be either that I'm just sort of given a, well, I'm either given the green light or I'm given a kind of like instruction to hold it back. And again, it actually took me, those of you that were watching me work that out will know that, and it's interesting because when I was picking up, where is that? When I was picking up a deck to bring it through, one of these ones that I've got sitting here, the card Fear, wait a minute, it'll still be there, the card Fear fell on the floor. And before I picked it up, I thought, this is going to say something about fear or something. Like, I swear, I felt it. Fear. Um, and yeah, for me, I do feel at the start, it was because it was like, oh man, like, this is so intense. Like, just because I was sharing, let's just say it in a different way, about the twin flame journey. It's just, well, the fact that I was sharing about the twin flame journey full stop, but that I was homing in on it. And now obviously this channel is solely about twin flames, and that's why I let people know from the get-go so they can click off if they're not interested. Although, to be fair, right, so even if someone isn't a twin flame, they're still going to get healing from it and they're still going to get benefit because everybody has got that balance within them. It's just when you're a natural twin flame, it's even more important that you really understand that. But everybody does need to take into account, you've got to have periods of allowing and receptive energy and then taking action and aligned action. Everyone should pay attention to that balance, should being the word, not everyone's going to take it on board. But yeah, everything that I channel is healing because I'm a healer as well, many different modalities. Again, you can read about that in the info bit. I have been saying as well, but again, it's like, so I'm basically saying to people, if you've never had a session with me before and you're interested, whether you want a live Zoom or I'll just get this housekeeping over, or you want a pre-recorded, like one like this, but just for you, then if you book a free 30-minute Zoom, then, we can chat one-to-one and you can let me know what kind of things you'd be looking for help with, and then I can let you know if I'm going to be able to do that. Again, there's like, I'm not going to say, oh, I can help with absolutely anything, but there aren't many things that I couldn't help somebody with because of the range that I cover, you know. And I'm already burping. When I burp, it's by the way, I'm already like struggling here. Yeah, when I burp, it's me transmuting the energy, the fear energy, the negative energy, and in Scorpio anything, but definitely Scorpio moon. It's quite intense for me transmuting collective energy. Yeah, so anyway, and like I said, because I'm like this, I have actually been to the doctors this morning, so I've got all the hay fever. Well, I looked at the prescription, I was like, for fuck's sake. I said, look, just give me it all. You know, it never fucking works anyway, but give me it all. She's not even giving me it all, but I'd like to say it's because it doesn't work. But what works for me is juicing. And I bought a juice. I normally just juice my own, but I bought a juice. And then from tomorrow, I'm going to be juicing because she was like, oh, you've not actually had this stuff for 2 years. And I was like, yeah, and do you know why? It was because when I juiced, I didn't have the hay fever at all. Like, I didn't need it. And I also didn't need my inhaler. But because I slacked on that, that's why it's come back. So that, I know it's a bit boring if you've not got hay fever and you're not interested, but I really am just sharing that. Again, half of my bloody life as a healer is like me. It's trial and error for everyone, but it's like definitely when it comes to my ADHD and stuff like that as well. Like, if you look at my whole journey, it's been about whenever I was like really down, or and you know, whether it was my actual dark night so many years ago, or which loads of you are in now. Some of you might not even, that's the thing, some of you might not even realise you're in it, and that's complicated. But God, that's just that I'm getting so many downloads that some people don't realise they're in it. So again, I was going to say you're going to know if that's you, but you're not. I can't even be bothered going into that. Right? I'm just going to. I just basically, I'm going to get out whatever needs to come out in this, and yeah. So bloody bloody blah. Yeah, but basically that's the point. Is that what helped me with my ADHD is all natural, like walking by the beach every day, making sure that I get enough exercise, eating right. Um, like I always say, but that was prior to me knowing I had ADHD actually. I had 7 years of therapy, which is why I always stress therapy is the way to go. If you've never had counselling or therapy, I highly recommend it, especially if you doubt your own decisions a lot, or you know, you're always asking for other people's input. You know, there's nothing wrong with asking for other people's input, but if you're hanging off somebody's every word and you're stalling and indecision and you know second guessing yourself like all the fucking time, like you know, yeah, it is therapy you need. There's no, you know, I'm a powerful healer. I'm not being big headed. It is just the truth. I'm a powerful healer and I can help somebody in a sense, but you can't do like fucking a mountain of counselling or therapy in one session. So it's, you know, everybody's got different shit. And again, I'm very much one of these people that says you don't have to have some big terrible thing have happened in your life to have need counselling. I've never met one single person that doesn't have trauma. And if they say that they don't, I'd really love to sit down with them and see if that's the case. And I'd be able to sense it with, trust me, with my Pluto 0 degree Scorpio conjunct my rising in the 12th house. That's searing vision. I can see into your soul. That's why a lot of people are too scared to even have a session. Just being honest. Right, I sound like a smoker's laugh there, don't I? But anyway, thank you if you've held on till 9 minutes, and I might put a timestamp to say, look, guys, if you want to skip that, you can. But I don't usually do that because I do feel it is all, you know, the people that tune in my videos most of the time, you know, I'm just letting you know where I'm at. Oh, I've just spotted a card that's not on the deck. Oh, it's quite a few actually. Yeah, so what I was getting downloads, you know, as I was walking back from the doctors there, I was just getting a lot of insight into the next few weeks anyway, because the thing is, with the new earth and the old earth, right, the world that's crumbling away is the old earth, and it's the old paradigm, it's the old way of doing things, it's the old relationship models that everybody has been programmed to believe is healthy, although a lot of these aren't, basically. And the new earth relationships, and this is interesting because I don't usually say like that, do I? But the new earth relationships or spiritual connections, which is basically twin flames, But it won't, you know, it won't just be twin flames. It'll be like other healthy soulmate relationships, people that aren't twin flames, but it's like based on some sort of spiritual connection. But we're focused on twin flames here. But it's interesting because the shorts that I channeled for yesterday, today, and well, basically the next few days over this full moon in Sagittarius, which is on Sunday, and I'm filming this on the Friday right now, they're all very twin flame union-ish. And I always say I am a twin flame union channel, whatever that is, because that's what they tell me to say, because my birthday numbers actually add up to the Four of Wands, which is about union. You know, it's about like happy home life and all that too, but it's about celebrations, and typically it is like you know, it's the two, you know, the two wands or whatever, you know, different on different cards, but it's like twin flames 11:11 on it's about to reach 11 minutes. Yeah, so I'm here to usher in twin flame unions, but it's just it can get it can just get a bit like draining and overwhelming 11:11 for me to channel that all the time, and so it's just a mixture of just getting bored of putting out the same messages, and yeah, it's just basically that, and overwhelmed with my own stuff, and yeah, and well, and to be honest with you, this hay fever's doing my nut in, and I don't know how long. Hopefully, I'm hoping that the symptoms of this fuck off after, you know, a couple of weeks of juicing, but it will take at least a couple of weeks, if not longer. But I'm always open to the miracles. To yeah, and I basically what I'm saying is I need to give my voice a rest. I really feel like I need to give my voice a rest. So I was getting a lot of downloads about, I've been putting off for ages about doing more healing videos, and particularly my silent healing videos, which I haven't done for ages. Like I started that a couple of Christmases ago. So I'm going to dabble with some of them when I'm guided to, and to give my voice a rest. And I'm just going to focus on shorts. So yeah, if you don't see like a long form video for a while, that's basically what I'm doing. Primarily to give my throat a rest, because you can hear it's just very draining, and just now I would say till the new moon. So the new moon in Gemini is, I can't remember right now, I'll put in the comments after though, but it's somewhere along the, it's somewhere like, you know, 15th, 16th, 14th of June or something like that. That's the new moon in Gemini. So unless I feel a wee bit better and more up to it, I can't really see me being up for live sessions until then. But I'll just, you know, I will hopefully be feeling up to it before then. But there's not a huge demand right now anyway. And if I haven't got back to emails by the time you watch this, I do plan to. But I think I actually will have got back to whatever emails I've caught up with some of them, but I need to reply to some more. And then yeah, so that's that. So anyway, that's a lot of housekeeping, but I just want to sort of share that. So, but because it's like it's the final goodbye. The thing is, it's quite funny. Scorpio, that, by the way, this is so weird, but that's gonna have something to do with someone. It's the final goodbye. I just said it's the final goodbye. So, but what I was about to say is it's Scorpio moon right now, and Scorpio is the death card. You know what I mean? So it is the end of something. But when there's an end of something, there's a beginning coming, and but it feels like it's the end of a cycle, the end of a repetitive cycle, and that I've been channeling this a lot in the other ones. Again, I don't know if it's really, it is, no, that is one of the ones that I published. And like I said, if you do see quite a few videos coming out, I filmed them towards the start of this week, so, but they're all timeless, so I'll just release them when I want to, but it's just I was guided to sort of hold them back, and we'll see what comes up. I'm just going to channel this for right now. Like you know, all these ones, you know, there's a lot of twin flame unions are being ushered in, and because and full moons are about endings as well, and Sagittarius moon, it could be a lot of happy endings. So yeah, it is prime time, amazing energy for twin flame physical reunions or unions. And again, just to stress, reunion is when you would come into contact in the physical or even talk to them with your twin flame, but then you have to part again because of the the energies are still balancing. There might be a lot of fear of intimacy, fear of commitment, fear of fucking anything. And union, physical union, is when that's you moved through enough of the fear that you're never going to be done if you're entirely a boring life. But you've moved through enough of it together that you can now move through the next part of your journey together. So again, which is not where a lot of people are at in the world. And so yeah, but happiness is, Sagittarius moon is very optimistic, playful, magical energy. It's about laughing. It's about healing, laughter, and humour. And and again, everyone around here knows that I am actually Sagittarius moon. So yeah, and I feel that is why. Again, you can see, I am the counsellor, the therapist, but I can see it's like I'm giving myself my own therapy session here right now, and just letting you know where I'm at right now. Is that that makes sense to me if you think about it. It's like, it makes sense that I'm feeling like something needs to change. There needs to be an ending. I'm feeling that for the collective, but I feel for me there needs to be a change here, a switch up in my work, and I'm not entirely sure what that looks like yet. I'm being drawn the heart chakra card over there, but I'm just going to wing it like I always do, and I'm going to go as instructed by the divine and my guides, and so we'll just see. So again, if if it's a bit quieter and it's just shorts, then you know why. I'm just giving my voice, my soul a rest there, and working some stuff out. Yeah. So, but yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is, it's like there is a lot of unions coming in, but some of the messages that I channeled these videos, like, they're not me, put that way. Like, which is quite funny, because some of the ones I put out, it is me, and I say when I'm at it, oh, this is where I'm at. But yeah, a lot of them just aren't. Like, I'm so not in that energy of the ones that I've channeled for the shorts. Like, so I'm, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. And again, my hay fever can make me feel really quite down. So that's having not a good effect on me. But yeah, so I'm just saying, I'm going to just be pushing myself out the way, put out the messages, and maybe that's actually quite good, because it does my tits in, as you see, when it pulls too much into all me stories and shit like that. I don't want that to be. I can't be bothered with that. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And it is funny, because I had sort of known, I'm not going to go into my personal transits, but what I will say is, one of the big transits that is happening right now, I did sort of get a hint at it about a week ago, that it might be quite a good time for me to take a bit of a break, just because I felt I would be going through a huge death and rebirth, and it's happening now. So they were obviously sort of saying, look, you're about to go through it. And I do feel that. I basically feel it. And what I will say is, it's like, right, twins mirror. That's what I'm going to say, right? True twin flames mirror each other. And that's what can be difficult, is even when you have went through your big dark night of the soul, if you are a true twin flame, you will go through, it's inevitable that you will go through a bit of mirroring with your twin. So you won't go through a dark night of the soul again, but you will have things that don't feel too good, to put it mildly. And a lot of the time it's showing you where they're at. Oh, that's fucking Amazon, wait a minute. Hello? it was the cheery guy. What's this on the floor? Oh, deserving. Deserving was lying on the floor, and there's no mistakes. So maybe there's a fear of not being deserving for someone out there, right? We'll put them back. So I'm just laughing because see, when I don't know if it's just that particular guy, but when I answer the buzzer, I'm like, hello, nobody fucking speaks. I can't stand that. Sometimes I don't fucking let them in when they do that. But anyway, so I'm just laughing because of what I was just saying there. That's hilarious because it's like there's a lot of ghosting that goes on in the twin flame journey. Right, I can't even hear it right. So anyway, basically what I was getting at there was divine feminines can experience dips in energy or low moods or yeah, I think that's the best way to put it because your twin is going through that. And again, you may not get any kind of proof of that other than just so knowing and sensing it, and that's fine. And that's fine by my book because that's what most of this journey is about. And obviously, I know that from being on the journey and helping my clients with it as well, my soul family. But obviously, it doesn't really matter because if you're feeling that way, either just for yourself or because of your twin, the thing is, even if it's because of your twin, things will happen in your life that contribute to you feeling low in energy or down or sad or angry or whatever it is that's going in your life. So you have to take care either way. So it's a bit like when I say it doesn't matter whether it's hay fever or real flu or ascension symptoms or ascension flu. If you don't feel well, you don't feel well. If you feel down, you feel down. If you feel angry, you feel angry. If you feel depressed, you feel depressed. Take care of your energy. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's basically that's just basically where I'm sharing is like I'm so not in the mood with the changes that I'm going through to be channeling the same messages every day. And there's enough, there's enough to go by from what I've channeled and whatever else you're guided to go by. Just like, right, okay, so anyway, being a bit, it sounds like I'm being moody, doesn't it? But it's not so much that I'm moody, it's just, I feel like, do you know what I feel a bit like? I feel that this is why it's like I do feel I'm channeling divine masculine energies or even people in a dark night soul because it's kind of like I'm seeing an image of a bear. And I'm also seeing a clairvoyant image of a bear. I must have caught someone pulling a bear card like this week, and it's kind of like, wait a minute, I need an animal. See, this is what I do love about the randomness. So again, people know it's not that I talk shite, right? Because I'm channeling the divine, but I go very much how I'm feeling on the day, and I'm just sort of sharing that's how I'm feeling right now. So if it does seem consistent that all right, I'm only putting out shorts, or I'm putting out more silent healing videos and that. Yeah, it's because I'm resting my voice and I'm needing downtime, and it's just so crazy because I'm like fuck again, but it's like, but yeah, like I feel like a bit of a bear in a cave, and it's interesting because I am getting more people wanting to book sessions or at least inquiring and stuff. So I feel like it's important to listen to my soul and just take this how interesting. It's like what they're saying to me is it's like people that are about being union as well. It's like enjoy your single life because you're not about to be single any longer, or at least you're going to be spending time with your twin, and so enjoy that time alone. And like I say, it's like that's not where everyone is, and it's not. So whatever resonates for you. Oh fucking hell! Like what am I being right? Let's just let's get that one and this one. Right. And also, they're very annoyingly singing to me a really cheeseball song. Now, if you've ever seen Safe Haven, which is a brilliant film, I've channeled about it before because I kept catching it on the movie channel. And I fancy that guy, so I'll watch it, and again, I'm very fussy. I'm just very fussy. I've been single for 20 years because I'm on the twin flame journey, but it's also because I've got Chiron in the 7th house. Chiron's your wounded healer. The 7th house is love and partnerships, marriages, you know what I mean, long-term relationships, kind of says it all, you know what I mean? It's like you're going to have a long fucking painful relationship when it comes to that. But all jokes aside, although I'm not fucking joking, yeah, I'm fussy, but yeah, Joss Duhamel, or however you say it, Fergie's husband, except I think they broke up. I mean, anyway, whatever. That is a beautiful film, really beautiful film, love it. Particularly because it's like, you know, the woman's really afraid to love because she's been with an abusive partner. So unfortunately, oh my god, very Scorpio moon. This is clearly going to have something to do with the channeling for someone. Oh great, this is very cheery. But anyway, listen, I'll put my sarcasm aside because we need to be serious here. Right, what was I going to do? I'm going to, I actually went to get an animal deck and I bought about fucking 5 over. Let's put them here. Where is the one that I just brought over? Right here. Yeah, so basically I'm feeling like a bit of a bear in a cave. It's like I just want to go inwards and fuck, honestly, it's maybe that's what I should do actually. Completely finish tidying the office over the next couple of weeks. Okay, sorry, I'm just, again, this is 30 minutes of me just healing myself. Right, okay, so what do we need to know? Who's feeling like a bear in a cave there? Because although I'm saying I'm feeling like this, that feeling could completely fuck off tomorrow and I'm just feeling like that for others. But again, I do feel it's just I'm feeling a lot of intensity because this is my actual full moon. So if you're Sagittarius full moon, sorry, not Sagittarius, although you could be born in a full moon, but if you are Sagittarius moon too, I'd be very interested to know if you're feeling similar feelings to me. It just all feels quite, you know, I can't get the words out. I feel, I don't know how I feel. That's basically how I feel. Overwhelmed. Oh, and can I just say, right, before, I don't know how long this fucking video is going to be, but it seems like I'm taking ages to get the words out. That could have something to do with this as well. Maybe you've taken ages to get the words out, or somebody's taking ages to get the words out. I don't know. Yes, at an actual full moon. So that is Sunday. If you're watching this real time, right, Sunday the 4th of June 2023, but you could be watching this and it's past the time, so whatever. But typically around any full moon, it's not the best time to address serious conversations of any kind, whether it be twin flame related or anyone, because your emotions are on overload. So if you're overwhelmed, you're going to be feeling extremely overwhelmed. If you're angry, you're going to be really angry. If you're sad, you're going to be really sad. Do you know what I mean? It just emphasises. But I mean, it goes for if you're happy, you're going to be really happy. Basically, the best thing to be doing would be really like embracing the happy feelings that you feel, because Sagittarius moon, again, you'll see the switch between Scorpio moon and Sagittarius moon is always drastic. It's very much like a death and rebirth once a month every time it goes from Scorpio moon to Sag moon. And that's why I'm saying, like, I could be feeling this today because I've got a lot of heavy Scorpio for me personally. I can also be feeling like that, channel the energy of one of you guys out there, or however many people relates to this. But I can also, but again, it makes sense for me personally too. Like when the moon moves in Sagittarius, I usually do feel completely different. So they're just pulling me to this as well. Enjoy every moment. So, enjoy isn't the best word in if you're not feeling so great, but, just be patient with yourself. If you're the person that can't get the words out, or even, to explain to yourself, to sort of journal, or I don't know, like however you process your feelings or talk to someone, then have patience with yourself. If it's someone else in your life where you need to have patience with, have patience with them. And I know that word's really annoying on the Twin Flame journey especially, but we're just out of the Mercury retrograde shadow, and there will be a lot of fast movement in communications of all kinds. So yeah, just be open to it. Be open to miracles, and in any area of life, because you deserve it. Right, so with all that being said, what they're basically trying to get me to say is, you could just blurt everything out on that Sunday, you know. So it's like, my input would be, if you're feeling like you're wanting to address some sort of something in your life, the best time to do it would be like probably not directly on the Sunday, you know what I mean? So, but okay, but people are gonna do what they want to do, but it'd probably be like better, like kind of like we're talking like the Monday, Tuesday, where you've kind of, you know, the stuff in your subconscious has come up, and then you've kind of had a bit of time to look at it, and then it's not as heated. And I was going to say sort of, you know, Saturday too, but again, Saturday, like, you could still have quite a lot of stuff still come up. It's not that Saturday would be a bad time for these conversations, but it's just, in fact, actually, you know, Friday the night I'm doing it, Friday, Saturday, it's Scorpio moon, so it's like I have been channeling some of these messages that desire, that passion's really going to take a hold of some people, and it's not such a bad thing. Like, it could just be like, I need to go and fuck it, I need to go and do this. But again, it depends, because that energy can have a totally different effect on some, and it can be like, I just want to stay in my bed and pull the covers over my head. Do you know what I mean? So, I think you can tell where I'm at right now. Right, so, what do we need to know? Why did I pick up these animal cards? Oh my god. I mean, this is what I mean, right? Every fucking time. I never use these cards, and you know why? It was because I paid about 20 quid for them, and I thought it was the real ones, and it was the fucking counterfeit, because these are actually big cards. And I didn't feel fair to use them, but, you know, but actually, so there's something about this. Oh my god, I'm just going to go with this. See, when I channel about something and it seems like I'm just waffling and talking a load of shit, which I know is, particularly in this one, it really does feel like that when I'm doing this. But again, when I feel like that overly, I've fallen into divine masculine collective energy, or like I say, even my own inner divine masculine and outer divine masculine energy, like, really, as it's reached, I just can't, guys. I can't. 33 minutes. I'm going to post to the community tab, right? They're trying to make me laugh, but I'm really just wanting to say fuck off. I came in, right, from the doctors, and, like, just while I was finishing my coffee, I thought, right, I wasn't going to sit and watch TV at this time, because I don't get stuck watching a film at this time, you know, I want to get stuff done and that. But I usually like to just see what's on the movie channel, to record it, and then turn it off, and then, like, I'll watch it over the weekend, or like late at night, you know, when I'm tired and you're not good for anything anyway. But long story short, I couldn't believe it. I put it on, and there was a fucking program on called The Twin. I'm not fucking kidding you. And it was like, out loud, I was just like, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? It's like, do you know, it's just my whole fucking life. The Twin. There's always things about twins, or the twin, and it was just like, yeah, annoying, but funny. But yeah, the whole reason why I'm being over dramatic with this is that it doesn't matter what deck of cards I use. And like I said, I never use these cards, and that's the reason why I don't. One's about partnership come out, one's about love come out. These are animal cards. They're not fucking twin flame, love, romance. They're, you know what I mean? So I don't even know what it says. I've not fucking read it all yet, but it's going to mean something to someone. And this is what, you know, basically why I push however I'm feeling. So as much as I'm like, oh guys, I might be changing up my work and doing things differently, I might be fucking back with another one of these after the weekend. You know what I mean? It could just be that I'm speaking too soon before before my subconscious stuff has come to the surface with the filming. Do you see what I'm saying there? So this is a very interesting, weird channeling, but I'm going with it. There's something in that about, if you speak before you've really sort of processed stuff before the full moon, because the full moon's on Sunday and it's only Friday right now, you could feel very differently after it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm basically saying. So wait until that has come. But again, if you, yeah, just that's what I would say. If you're really, really feeling a strong pull to have serious conversations, do it. Because like I said, there's a lot of passionate energy in there. There's a lot of sexual energy, sexual chemistry. There's a lot of flirty energy. Very fun with Mars and Leo. It's always going to be fun, passionate, flirty energy. With Venus going into Leo on the that'll be Sunday too. Yeah, it's good. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what. Anyway, but whatever. What I was starting to say there about this is a counterfeit deck. Oh my god. I see where they're going with that. Basically it's a counterfeit deck. Oh, are we channeling about someone with a counterfeit twin flame as well? This is a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? So far I've picked up on whatever I said. Anyway, there's going to be bits and bobs of everything. Or it could just be that I think they're just trying to give me some weird message about it. It's like, this isn't the real deal, but it looks the real deal. And actually, they're kind of quite cute. Like, it was quite funny. I remember I caught someone a few weeks ago and they were like, they actually had the counterfeit deck of this one. And they were like, they like it because it's cute and it's small. And it actually is. And actually, to be honest with you, it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I kind of get where they're coming from. It's easier to hold in your hand. But I'm so of integrity that I just think, that's not fair when someone's actually got their own debt, like, to. So yeah, so it's basically, in my defense, I didn't know. Like, I thought that was the real deal, but you can always tell, because see if it's got something like that, it's like someone has copied, because like you said, these are massive cards. But anyway, blah, 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 blah. Details. 37, follow your North Node. If you're new, they'll be like, what the fuck? But basically, 37 for me is code for the North Node, and the North Node is in Taurus. Right, again, I don't feel like I'm on the ball completely right now, but there's something about that. There's something about someone was being hoodwinked by something that seemed like it was the real deal. Don't know about a twin flame, but it could be for some people, or just something that was worth putting the effort into. But actually, it was like a counterfeit. It wasn't the real deal. It wasn't a twin flame, or it wasn't worth your while. But it's again, even I always say live with no regrets. You know what I mean? But it's quite funny because it's like, God, there's some things that have been thrown my way this year where it's like, yeah, had I known this, I would have done this, and it's quite interesting. But I don't know. I still do believe everything happens for a reason. But anyway, right, let's read this because I need a pee. That juice is taking effect on my bladder. Accept yourself and your colourful personality. I could just stop right there. I'm resonating with this. Feel confident about being you. Now that was in one of the shorts actually, and it was about twin flame unions. It was about just accept how different you are and accept yourself as you are. And when you really do accept how colourful your partnership is, that is when you will see your true twin flame. So don't hide who you are. Because chances are, if you're divine feminine energy, your twins hiding who they are anyway. Like, and actually, it's like in a way they're being the counterfeit. They're not being the real them. That's what I think they were trying to tell me, and I couldn't get it. So again, but the fact that I couldn't get what I was trying to be, what they were trying to say to me, means something too. Like, I really do feel I'm channeling a masculine that's like hasn't been getting what their guides were trying to tell them, haven't been getting what the divine was trying to tell them, but now they get it. Or it could even be, that as a divine masculine, like someone hasn't got what the twin flame journey is about entirely, or they haven't got why you were feeling so strongly, and I don't know. It's not that why they wouldn't get why you were feeling so strongly, because again, it's always bubbling away for them too. But it's like something weirded them out about it, and it's like now they get it. So it's something to do with that. What else does I say? But there's the bear actually. Even I haven't pulled the bear card. There's the bear. Like, this is what made me get the deck. You're a joy bringer. That's very Sag full moon. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Oh God, ask for help always comes out. Teamwork will give you the best results. Right. And again, the black and white, I do feel the teamwork is about, for some, there is a twin flame union coming in. And for others, it's balancing that energy within yourself. Oh my God. Officially freaked out. this, again, guys, like, I'm sorry, that will have freaked some people out. I know it's pretty cool too. I mean, holy fucking shit, man. And the thing that's funny is some of you will know as well, I've got loads of power animals, right? But I do work with a black bear. Like, I do work with a bear power animal, and that's who I've really felt around, like, protecting me, basically. Wow. Gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. And look at what I was just fucking saying. Squirrel, always be prepared. That's funny. Look at the black and white birds again, though. Black and white birds, black and white birds. And then there's wee black and white birds there too, so it's a lot of yin-yang. You're an expert. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. That's very Sag Moon too. Don't let life's distraction take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. But really, that's why they made me go and get this deck. So, and again, it feels a bit of a coyote trickster medicine there, because a lot of people will have tuned out because they're like, oh, Claire, come on, fucking get on with the message. Or if they don't know me, they'll be like, this fucking bird's taking ages. I'm off. This bird, that's hilarious. Something about birds, because bird means woman or girl, or something to mean girlfriend in Scottish. And I just said this bird. And then there's something about birds. But yeah, bear spirit is with you at this time. So it won't just be bear spirit is with me. And it could be that actually the way I'm feeling when I am up to doing a session, whenever I say, which again, it could, it's just I don't want to do an actual proper session. But again, I'm going to treat the free 30-minute sessions as a proper session too, because it's about I want to be present for you. But I have to stress, that isn't like a free reading or a free healing, although every time I talk to someone it is healing. I can't control that, it is just how they use me. It's just that, but I might do the, I'm going to put that there, that's blew my mind. I might be, open to doing the free 30-minute Zooms for whoever feels led to book that. If you're serious about booking a session, that is, not just, for a free ride kind of thing. From as soon as Tuesday next week, you know what I mean? So, like, the 6th. And that might be good, like what I'm saying, you'll have time for the full moon to, like, see what surfaces for you, and then it'd be a good time to talk. So, yeah, I think I'll be good. Unless my hay fever really has gotten worse again. I think I'll be good to do the free 30-minute Zooms from the 6th of June. So, and I did say that in another video, I think. So, right, let's go on with this, because I'm not kidding. That juice is, like, really going for my... It's funny, it's like the way celery juice, and there was celery in that juice. It wasn't just celery, but the way it moves through your system, it makes you, like, it's horrible, the pressure it puts on your bladder. Anyway, TMI, but I'm just saying. Right, so... yeah, whatever that means to anyone. So call on bear spirit, because, I actually really do associate bear spirit when you're feeling... I don't like, using the word depressed is quite strong, but it is, like, depressed or, dark night of soul is deep rest. So it might not be that you deem yourself to be depressed, but it's like you're needing more rest. And this is why I'm saying it's like, whether you're in a prolonged period of that because of dark night of soul, which a lot of you are, or it's just, like I said, you could be someone that is mirroring back your twin that is in that. It's something like that, You're in either or, so... And it's just a lot of the black and white birds. What else do we need to know from this deck? And then we'll get into some divine feminine, divine masculine. And like I say, it might be that it's what I said at the start. And look how much I'm explaining. So there's a lot of over-explaining going on, guys. This has got something to do with it too. I've just been drawn to 4 fours, and I saw 444 in a reg plate when I was walking the doctors, and 444 is one of my favourite numbers, because it's about the angels are all around you, and like I always say, I'm always channeling the angels. Whenever I'm doing anything, they're always helping me heal whoever needs it out there, and you can call on them too. Right, so, but yeah, this might be the last one like this for a while, to give my voice a rest, or I might just give in one to do another one if I feel like I need to get the energy out, but we'll just see. Right, what do we need to know? Trust in the magic, very Sag full moon. Oh look, it's birds again. Watch your words, parrot spirit. Very interesting. Wow, that's blown my mind. That's like why I was saying, like, you might feel a certain type of way and be feeling really like, this is really how I feel and I feel really strongly about it, or I'm sure that this is the case. You know, like, even what I'm saying about work-related stuff, like, fuck, I'm not going to do this anymore in this way. And it's not like ever, it's just like, I need a break for a month or something. But then, as soon as the full moon's been and gone, and it moves into Capricorn moon, I could be like, I don't feel that way anymore. It's business as usual. Do you know what I mean? So, but I'm doing it about work. But that you see how that could be like with love, like. So it's watch your words, because again, it's like if you're triggered or something, like you could say something to someone really feeling strongly in that way, but then the full moon comes up and all this subconscious stuff that you weren't aware of and you were just on autopilot, like, you know, basically what I'm trying to say is stuff, feelings you'd pushed down could surface up and you could have an awareness that, oh, wait a minute, I see it from a different angle now, or why the fuck did I say that? Something like that. It could even be that you've already done this in the past and I think that's what it is, and then you get the awareness around this full moon. I shouldn't have said that. There's something like that. Sometimes life stings, yeah. So I'm picking up something there. Trust in the magic, watch your words, sometimes life stings. So it's either something, this is the awareness of what has happened previously, or maybe it's going to happen, you know, because not, you know, it's, but we'll just trust whoever sees this, you know, it's a little warning just to watch your words. And that's another one of my power animals, Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Yeah, it's time to reclaim your power. And that's quite funny because I know at least 2 people really connect with this out there as well that I've done sessions with lately. And yeah, love is all around. There's another bird. Love is, oh yeah. So, fuck, that's hilarious. I started talking about that safe haven and then the guy, and I didn't even tell you the song. So there's this song that's at the end, right, and it's called We Both Know, and it is pure cheese, but it's like, you know, the thing that stuck out to me, one of the millions of times that I've watched this film, is there's a line in it that's like, and I normally would sing, although I can't sing, long story, but that's basically the truth, but I can't sing, especially when I've got hay fever. But it's like there's a line in it, it's like we're leading each other out of the dark, and what they were saying to me was, you need to channel a message, because basically there are some twin flames that are very close to a physical union, or at least talking to one another, and I can see how that makes sense if everything I've just channeled. This is funny. A certain darkness is needed to see the stars and the fucking bears about depression. Yeah, you're leading each other out the dark. Fucking hell. It's like the blind leading the blind. That is basically the song. It's like, we're leading each other out of the dark. Listen to the song. It is cheesy, but you're leading each other out the dark. So basically what I'm saying is, someone's in a dark night of soul, or they've just come out of it and they're exhausted, and the other one has been dragged along for the ride. I said that pretty funny, but that is basically the truth. Right, okay, so, and you won't need me to fucking say that if you're in it. You'll be feeling it. Right, so, and again, it's not even that you're being dragged along for the ride because of the other person's dark night of soul. You will have had things happen to you that, and oh shit, that's what the watch your words is about. That's what this really, again, there's always a reason why I'm guided to do this, and I will put this, I promise, I will, well, I don't say promise lightly, so look at all the watch your words. I will publish this one. As weird as it is, I might even just publish it without watching it, and I'll watch it as I've published it. Maybe, you know what I'm going to do? Maybe I'll just publish it and premiere it. I haven't done one of them for a while. If I don't do that, then I'll at least publish it. But I think I will do that. Whatever. I don't know. See, now I'm getting all indecisive too. I'm really in divine masculine energy, so I just need to get this message out. But there's something here about... I'm getting too excited now. That's why you have to watch your words, because it's like, I feel someone's in a dark night of soul and they've been given the most horrendous challenges. Both twins have been under spiritual work. This is not for everyone today. It never is, right? Self-explanatory, but I'm just saying, if you resonate with this, both twins have been under extreme spiritual warfare, which basically, you know, challenges happening left, right and centre to just break your spirit down. And at times it might have really felt like that you know, the energies had succeeded in that, and we all have our moments, right? But it's like you have to watch your words, because if you're the one in the dark night of soul, I remember when I was in mine, like you just fucking lash it, like, you know, you are like a bear in a cave, like, and you're feeling so angry and so sad and just raging at life that it's like, you, if people come too close, you will, it is like, it's like the show me Beauty and the Beast again, but you will lash out, or the person in the dark night soul will lash out at people that just basically don't deserve it. And that's why, you know, hopefully, whether it's the dark night of soul or, you know, people that are depressed, like when I can think of anyone in my life, but like either when I was in my dark night of soul, or whenever I've been having a downtime, or if anyone around me, like if I've noticed that around me over the years, or, you know, when I'm doing my counselling, you know, whether it be in my work now or when I was doing it in the Matrix, you know, and placement and stuff, like, you know, there are the key signs. And if you're not, you know, very emotionally intelligent in that way, you could just think, fucking hell, they've been a bit of a dick, or what the hell's their problem, or whatever. But it's like when you can feel what someone isn't saying, especially if it's out of character, but, you know, even if it's not, so it's basically what I'm trying to say is, like, behind somebody snapping or being angry, it's not always that someone's depressed, but, you know, it can be for some people. You know, there's a lot whirling around, and if you come too close to the bear, you know, you don't want to do that. So, very interesting, but there must be something in it for me to be going into it that deep. But yeah, basically what the watch your words is, which I've now put away somewhere, is I feel the person in the Dark Night Soul could like lash out, and this might have already happened. I might be channeling a bit, but they could be like, you know, you've no idea what I've been going through. And then I'm gonna have to get these cards because it feels like I'm channeling someone's argument or something. it's like, and then, you know, the other twin could be like, well, you've no idea what I've been going through. And the thing is it's like you wouldn't have been going through exactly the same thing, but I feel you would have both separately been going through a lot and not realizing it, or someone doesn't realize. So there's something in that. I'm just trying to think, why did I pick up these? And again, I feel it's to do with trickery and spiritual warfare and a lot of Mercury retrograde fuckery, and so I'm shuffling these because it's not a black magic card, but it's got evil eye and it's got old witch or something. It's got ones that are basically not good energies, you know. And I feel it's like it's rough energies is basically what I'm feeling. Old man. That's weird that I said old woman. Right, so there's something to do with a male energy. Success, pride, crown, unfolding surprise. Again, I feel I want to do I feel like this surprise is like, it's more the envelope. It's like I feel this is communications coming in. Look, abundance and luck. I don't want to overkill here. There's the wife, engagement, bride. That always feels like the divine feminine. And the crown here reminds me of the divine feminine. I don't know what the old man is. Let's get something to... It's like... what use these cards? So tell us about the inheritance and the old man. Of course, we've got inheritance and we've got abundance here. That could have something to do with someone. What's inheritance about? The crossing, initiation. Yeah, it's... This, and again, I never, so interesting, I never use these cards. I never say never, but again, I don't use them very much. But it's like, when I do, it's always big, intense ones. This is what I mean. This is a dark, I can't get the words out. This is a divine masculine in the dark night of the soul, going through their initiation, which is the dark night of soul, and they have to go through it. And it could even just be that they're male, you know, rather than old man kind of thing. But... because look, when I'm doing that, I can just see male and man. Or it could be someone's inheriting something from an older man. But whatever it is, it's like, or healing the masculine side of the family line or something. But it's like, ultimately there's an initiation going on. The Dark Night of Soul, right. Tell us about the envelope and the surprise. Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. And again, that's really funny. It's like I feel like, look, someone's going through an initiation of Dark Night Soul of Spiritual Awakening, and before they were drifting, experiencing life that comes, they were doing what they wanted, and they weren't affected by these heavier feelings because they hadn't surfaced yet. Abundance and luck. First breath, beginner's mind. 21 might be significant, 14 might be significant, 54 might be significant, or add up the numbers, and I can't even bother doing all that shit. 21 is world coming full circle. 14 is the temperance, balancing that energy. 5 and 4 is 9. 9's the hermit. Yeah, someone's been going inwards, balancing their energy, and they've completed the cycle. And now they're at beginner's mind. So it's the endings and beginnings that I'm picking up on. And look, there's been obstacles. 56 could be significant. The power of community. So there's a lot about community here. There's a lot about community. I feel as what they're saying as well, it's like if you're not one of the twins that really resonates with being in this heavy spiritual warfare and feeling your twin going through that and all this kind of stuff, it's about the soul family and the community really putting out that, that love and that healing and the protection to whoever it is that might be going through that, just holding them in prayer, because I'm always doing that for us, and yeah, whatever that means. Right, still need a pee, so let's it'd be funny if I'm just going for a pee and I'll come back. Right, let's get into the divine feminine, divine masculine. I want to channel the conversation first so that I can just carry on. Right, so this isn't going to be all from the same divine masculine to the divine feminine, but it might be like different ones chipping in, or it might be the same sort of theme. So, but whatever it is, and like I said, I'm still not in the mood for doing this, but it is usually when it's Scorpio moon, I do channel more intensely. So I'll just put myself, so I might actually turn into the person, which could be a bit freaky, but what is it someone wants to say? Your smile makes me melt. Do you know what I want to do, right? Your smile makes me melt. I see myself having kids with you. I kind of want to say, if possible, can we have where this pair, because that, you see, that might be like the soul part, or the part that is less conscious in your twin. I want to ask for, give us the this is how I ask. I want the 3D egoic self, whatever. And again, like I always say, the people that say, oh, I've got no ego and I'm egoless and that, boring as fuck. If you've not got an ego, you've not got a sense of humour, you won't be able to enjoy the Sagittarius moon, you'd be missing out, you wouldn't be sassy, people wouldn't like me for what they like me for, or even hate me for what they hate me for if I had no ego. Do you know what I mean? We've all got an ego, you just got to keep it in check. But it's your personality. But what I mean is, let me know a message from someone's twin, however much through the dark night of soul they're in right now, whether they're in the thick of it, a bear fucking keep out my way, I want time myself, or I still want time myself because I'm fucking exhausted, but a bit more open. We'll just see with I'll be able to tell with the messages. But you know what I'm saying? It's like we don't want their higher self, kind of whiter than white. I love you, I want to be with you, see myself having kids with you, I want to spend really, you know what I mean? It's just, give us the realistic. Give us fucking, yeah, anyway. Right, give us, yes, a realistic, where's somebody's twin at? Someone out there connected to the channel, and you might be the twin. I can't stand not talking to you. And the silence, oh, that's creepy when that happens. Right, I'm not even kidding, one of my ears is totally clogged up, but just sharing. I can't stand not talking to you. The silence is killing me. I'm going to just channel this masculine. And I can't get you out of my head. I can't. There's a lot of I can't. So again, it does feel like this person is going a bit stir crazy with the silence. And you know, I'm just being drawn to the word can't, you know, there could be in a quite a negative frame of mind, therefore, you know, fits with what I channeled here. I want to come back home. This is the one that always makes me want to sing. You give me love, 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 crazy love. I think it is that. I want to come back home to you, you're where I belong. And I'm taking responsibility for my mistakes. Oh yeah, so, no, I did channel that, but what else? Oh yeah, and the whole point of me sharing about that fucking Safe Haven song was because when I had to call the doctors, because you have to phone like first thing in the morning, right? And the alarm that I'd set to go off, it goes off on random songs, and that's the song it went off on. So can you imagine, it was quite loud, and my headphones were in my ear, and so I was woke up by "We both know," like however, I can't remember how it starts, right? And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I realised it was that song. And it's probably because I wasn't going to listen to any music throughout the rest of the day, that it's like they were just getting me, you know, showing me that song that's about we're leading each other out of the dark. Like, basically, if this is about you and your twin, you're both leading each other out of the dark, and you might not even fucking realise it. And I don't want this to be over with us. Please be patient a little while longer. And I was saying that about the patience. I'm so scared of change. I miss holding you. I don't use these a lot because they're too intense. And I miss you. I'm not ready for commitment. I'm so tired of sabotaging this connection. Right. I need to keep some of them out so I get the theme. Right, what else do we need to know? Because again, it's like, it does kind of fit though with the, what else? Right, again, sticking to this is where someone's twin is actually at. And when I say actually at, yes, this is where their physical self is, no matter how much of an in the dark night of soul or coming out of the dark night of soul they're in. And again, they're either in it or they're out of it, because if they were nowhere near it, they wouldn't even be, you know, those people's divine masculines are out partying and doing whatever. And to be honest, these ones still could be too, because when you're in the depression, you could fucking drown away your sorrows or do whatever else away your sorrows. I suppose to be a bit harsher there, but this is where these ones are at. But also, when I'm saying that, time is, you know, an illusion, and this might not be real time, because some of the ones that I channeled, you know, towards Christmas and even a few months ago, and all of that, they could be coming about now. Like, see, all these ones that I've channeled about regret and that the last few weeks could be like things that are going to happen towards the end of the summer or something. But it also could be where people are at. We just don't know, and it's annoying, I know. Right, where else is somebody's twin at? I'm going, yeah. So, you know what I mean? Whenever this happens, it is all fitting with the energy. I'm going through a spiritual awakening, and I need to heal my own issues first, which is what happens in a dark night of the soul, deep rest, depression. Someone that hasn't faced their own issues before, pushed them down, partied away. I keep wanting to say partied, by the way. Like, partied away most of their life and not faced up to it. It's catching up with someone. I pretended not to love you, but I still do. And I wish I could turn back time and start over. That's interesting. Oh God, right. Okay, so I think I don't know when I'm going to publish those other ones, but I kept channeling in one of the ones that I'd done this week. Someone, and it was quite intense. I was actually on camera too. It was like someone was just wanting to turn back time, and I kept getting that, and it wasn't even this deck. I feel so guilty about what I've done to you. I truly hope you can forgive me one day. And I feel like an idiot for messing this up. Well, right, I'm not going to keep... I still love you, even though I don't show it. I'm not going to pull any more, because it's just overkill, but it's all very... I'll keep some of them out for the thumbnail. It's all... That's for the thumbnail. Yeah, it is all fitting. Right, okay, so let's now get into some general divine feminine. So again, whoever out there is feeling like that, whether it be you or your twin, I'm holding you in my prayers and yeah, right. Intense shit, guys. Right, so I'm going to use this deck because this is what I've used in some of the other videos that confusingly you've seen some of them, you haven't seen all of them. What have we got for a divine feminine in the physical? All that glitters in reverse. And what have we got for a divine masculine in the physical? And this is how you, oh, regeneration, that came out a few weeks ago, and they're both in reverse. What's in the bottom? Mending. Wow. So again, this is the last card in the deck, and I do feel this is about, you know, it's mending that connection. So whether it be you're mending it in the etheric, spiritual realms, and you're doing a lot of meditations and, you know, connecting with your twin in the dream time and all that kind of stuff, which is where some of you are at, or whether this is going to be literal mending a connection, the physical, it's got something to do with that. So let's just read what these say from the book. Surprised my voice has held out that long. Soulmates. That always happens when I'm using these cards. Oh, the glitters. Oh, that was handy. Right, so I need to see beyond the superficial. Desire to don a mask or dress up something to disguise its true nature. Trying to be something you're not. Chasing after every sparkly new thing. Being mercurial. Now, that's interesting because we've just come out of Mercury retrograde shadow. But remember, it is in reverse. So let's just see what the protection message is. This is a signal to walk away. Oh my God, don't tell me it's another one. All the divine feminine messages I keep getting, it's ones that are like, it's just this energy of like, I'm done. Sorry, but that is what I keep getting. It's like, and the 16 is the tower. Big changes. It's like, I'm so done giving my energy to people that don't appreciate me. That is basically what I'm feeling. Right. But you see, I could be channeling a divine masculine's feelings as well, because that's kind of the way I said it is very like, where you've not been appreciated, you're no longer putting up with that. Yeah, so take it however it resonates. This is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There's a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath divine feminine's or divine masculine's feelings. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation you will be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Wow, that's fucking Scorpio moon intensity. Isn't it wonderful how spirit protects you? Better things await. That feels specifically linked to when I said a counterfeit, like a yeah, I don't usually say that word, it's just because of that deck, like, you know, like a false twin flame or a karmic partner was luring somebody. And this is what it means, they could still be luring you, and now you're like, wait a minute, alarm bells. It actually, I'm being shown a session I had sometime last year. And that was like that situation. And again, I'm keeping it anonymous, but it'd be funny because the person would be able to recognise it was them, I think, if I'm saying it. But it was interesting because, you know, I'm really honoured that the people that come to me for sessions, you know, that some people come, well, most people, it's like you've had sessions with me before, and really everyone, really. And then, you know, it might just be you've not had a session with for ages, but anyway, this is someone that had sessions with me before. But long story short, it was that they'd met someone new, but there was also somebody from the past. And what we'd identified in me listening to her story and her trusting me enough to help her work it out was that there was a bit of codependency with the old person, and the older person was definitely sort of pulling on their heartstrings, and so much so that there was even a bit of a question of, I wonder if they're the twin flame. But actually we worked out from talking, it was this new person on the scene was the twin flame. And the other one was like a trauma bond, you know what I mean? And again, this is why I say it's like a fucking minefield, and you know, it's nobody. I don't really like that's something cool that people say. It's like nobody can tell you who your true twin flame is. Really, it's something that you know yourself. But even that statement's kind of woolly because like what I just said at the start, if you don't know your own mind and your own heart, and you've been gaslit to fuck and trauma bonded, like what you might think is a really strong connection, it could just be your like what it says, you're trauma bonding. And that's why you'll recognise a true twin flame connection by the big periods of separation that you're kept in for a reason, so that you can both go through this rebirth process. And along that period of you being separated, you will be tested by others. Because again, don't pay too much attention to what's happened to me, because it's I've never come across anybody else on the twin flame journey, maybe here and there, that has had quite the, nobody's had the exact same experience, but there's, especially if you ever catch any big massive channels, I see that quite a lot, where like actual divine feminines being duped by and again, I think it takes a lot of courage to actually admit that when people do it, because I've seen all sorts, but it's like, that they think, oh, I'm with my twin, and I can't believe I thought that person was, but then it turns out that no, that person actually was like, what, like, not, and it probably is the original person you thought it was, because it's too easy. That's basically what I'm saying. This is how you're going to know a lot of the time, like, if how you've got together your twin is all too easy, and there's no kind of big painful separation and death and rebirth and ugliness of like having to face traumas of all sorts, whether it's childhood wounds, or big epiphanies about the people around you, like, oh, I thought these people were my friends, and fucking hell, this is what's happening now, and or yeah, you name it. If there all that kind of shit isn't going on in your life, even if you don't know if it's going on in your twin's life, I can guarantee you it fucking is going on in your twin's life. You know what I mean? It's either went on and they're coming out of it, or it's going on right now. But that's the point. It's like, that would always be a huge alarm bell if you haven't went through that big separation and these huge transformations separately. It'd be a big indication that it's probably not your twin, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it'd be great if it is a soulmate, but again, it's not so great if you know you're a true twin flame, because your twin flame's out there. But if you're not a twin flame, no problem, but again, then it's a catch-22, is why would you be getting led to watch my stuff all the time? So a very complicated spirit. I can't be arsed for this shit today, but I get what they're saying, right? But for others, because that's not everyone, but I do need to clarify for who that's for, because that, where's the, right, let's see if the false person card comes out. Yeah, so I'm just trying to think with that person session. The last I checked in with that person, yeah, actually, that's quite interesting. I wonder what has evolved there. But yeah, that's basically what it was like, we were in agreement that if she hadn't had that session when she had it with me, that she could have turned her back on the true twin flame, because he was a new guy in her life, for the loyalty for this other one, because he was playing on her heartstrings a bit, you know what I mean? So, because I think it was more of a scenario where that nothing romantic really as such had happened with this guy. It was more like a friend. Basically what I'm getting at is that's quite manipulative, you know what I mean? It's like, you've got to watch that somebody could be posing as for your best interest, but actually it was selfish. Like, they want you around for their own selfish reasons, and it's keeping you away from true love, which is risky, because it's like, if you have just met someone, even if the feelings are strong, you could be like, well, what I don't know won't hurt me, but this person, if I lose them, that's going to be too scary for me. But maybe that person that's been in your life a long time's fucking been sticking the knife in and you haven't realised it. Yeah, because I've just picked up revenge when I said that. Oh my god, that's not the best, and she's holding 2 swords. Right, okay. What else do we need to know about that? Distant horizon in reverse. Thief. Yeah, look, it's an energy thief. An energy thief has been keeping you away from pastures due, because I always think that, and also this reminds me of a very New Earth, the event, like, Yeah, just like they've been anchoring you to the old earth. I try not to go too much with that because it's not like I don't want to insult people's intelligence here, but what I'm saying is that not everyone is ready for that yet. Some people do get what I'm saying, so I kind of try to keep it, talking in code a little bit here, but it's like people are chained to the old earth. Like there's some kind of codependent energy thief is keeping you, like, so just be careful you're not tricked, Divine Feminine. I'm actually sort of like, again, when I'm watching back, I kind of, there's quite a few situations that have happened to me like that in my life over the years that I can resonate with that for the past. Right, regeneration. So they pulled me to soulmates again. Right, regeneration for the Divine Masculine. So basically, so that we're to be able to recognise this as you, but you can even but see if it's not you. This is a confusing thing. This might be yet to happen to you. So just be on high alert. You don't need to be suspicious of everyone, but we are in a Scorpio moon right now, and this is when they make me go super shamanic psychic detective, like with these difficult ones that fuck me off about working out. But it's like, I do feel I'm being told, be careful you're not tricked by an energy thief that is keeping you anchored to old energies. I feel it's like energies of lack for some reason. It's like something is keeping somebody trapped to an energy. See if the consciousness of lack card comes out. That's going to be a bit nuts. But it's like someone's keeping a Divine Feminine trapped to a consciousness of lack, an energy thief. And that's kind of like what I was just saying with that client. Like, it's like, and I had to be careful because again, and if you are that beautiful client, you might be able to recognise it's you might not. Because again, I've helped people with loads of different scenarios with this, and it was quite a while ago last year. But it's like, that's why I get, oh shit, the battery's dying because it's just went really, yeah, I'm gonna have to hurry up. But it's like, that was a situation where I had to be sensitive about it because she could have got quite defensive about the friend. But luckily she trusts me enough to be like, I'm just being a clear channel and passing on God's message, basically. Right. Milestone in reverse. Someone's trying to, oh my God, that's really dark. Someone's trying to keep a Divine Feminine from reaching important milestones. It could even be the milestone of the union. Like an energy thief draining your energy, keeping you from union. Look, the healing light, because they know that you're the healing light. And you're going through a transformation, and your twin's going through a transformation. Fucking hell, that's pretty dark. Like I said, I'm hoping that that's one of the ones I've already went through, but I'm always wary. Right, 46, never ending story. I really, by the way, this might cut off, and that's going to be so annoying, because it's like I really actually can't see. It was risky me channeling this when the battery come to the edge. Divine Masculine keeps getting that. I'll just hurry up. Keep the phone on, Spirit. Right. Keep the phone on. Someone needs to keep the phone on. 46. Right. Divine Masculine, rebirth, second chances, new opportunities, and this card's come up a lot for Divine Masculines in particular. Endings come in many forms, and it's a full moon, and now's the time to stop holding on to what must die. Wow, so Scorpio moon. So that something better can take its place. Nature cycles include disease, decay, death, and regeneration. Let whatever isn't working in your life die. Don't be afraid to face the facts. There's no need to struggle or grieve. Whatever your query, let it go. You're about to be reborn. Well, these are exciting energies. Right. What else do we need to know? If it cuts off, it cuts off. What do we need to know about where the Divine Feminine's at? Oh, bliss. A bit of Jupiter going on there. Remember, it was the Jupiter conjunct the North Node this week. And Divine Masculine. Oh, somebody's got her tat out there, so I bet, oh my God. I'm going to put my thumb over her tat, but there's a big nipple. Like, seriously, I'm putting my thumb over it. Leaving. And it's Capricorn. So somebody is leaving. That's great. It fucking says leaving. Somebody's leaving something. Look, and they're crying. So again, that could be the person that someone's leaving. Or this person is leaving someone. And they're no fucking happy, that picture in the background. But it's like, Christ, well, that's pretty clear. Right. And I mean, this is a death of something, an ending. And then we've got awareness and Scorpio, and it's a Scorpio moon. Right, whatever that means to anyone. And I was going to use these cards. And again, Where's the divine feminine at right now in the physical? Spiritual maturity. Again, in the spiritual maturity feels like I'm not wanting, again, I keep channeling this, but it's like I don't want to go round and round in repetitive cycles with karmic energies, and I don't want to go round in repetitive cycles even with my twin. Like, I'm just done. For that means different things to different people, but it's like I have to put myself first. And good, choose yourself, divine feminines, regardless of your gender, because that is when your twin will choose themselves. If you hang on, like, desperately clinging to whatever it is you've got, the breadcrumbs, they're going to keep breadcrumbs in their life. You know, it's very confusing, and it's it's just very confusing on this journey, but that is it. When you truly do surrender and let go properly, your twin will too. It just takes a while for things to catch up. So, divine masculine, creativity. But what's pulling me in here is, look, this wee couple, and it's like, I've not got the same clothes on, but it kind of like, look, it's like two wee couples that had, like, this one's on a path and they've got a long way to go, but it's like divine feminine energy's feelings. So I feel both twins have got a long way to go with their feelings, and both maturing and communicating their feelings to one another. But it's like there's this willingness. So divine feminine's got an awareness, regardless of gender, like, I've got a long way to go too. And that's a wise divine feminine, because divine feminines are most divine feminines know a lot about this journey. That's usually the spiritual twin, regardless of your gender. It's always the spiritual twin. Like, both twins, you know, I mean, there's no way to put it. But it's like this spiritual maturity has happened in the divine feminine, or it is happening. And the divine masculine it's their creativity is being awakened here. Right. Spiritual maturity, and it might cut off, so I'm just going to quickly scan it. If it lets me. But if it cuts off, I'll see you in the next one, whenever that might be. Right, is this the last one in the book? No, nearly. Right. Honouring your own spiritual growth and that of your beloved is vital for a loving relationship. Have the courage to explore beyond your beliefs. Sagittarius moon is about beliefs and ideals that were handed to you as a child, and be willing to take whatever steps are necessary to mature yourself. When you do this, you'll attract the best person for you. If you're in an existing relationship, you can open doors to many new and exciting possibilities for you and your partner to enjoy. And then creativity. Your world offers endless possibilities and a variety, so be creative and enjoy them to your advantage and benefit. Bringing creativity in your relationships can be as simple as going to a new restaurant, seeing a movie that wouldn't normally be your style, eating a meal in the garden instead of the front of the television, or finally doing that special something you've been postponing. Right. It's a bit boring. Right, what else can we... Oh, yep, right, okay, so a cycle is completing, but I pulled it in reverse, so it's like something is still in the middle of completing. Again, I feel like this is the downloads coming from heaven, you know, the higher realms, but someone's, I don't know, having difficulty translating what's been said. And look at it, that's so funny, because that's what happened to me at the start of this. I was like, what are they trying to tell me? There could be something about the 21st of May that's significant, or the 5th of December. And then we've got, like, but ultimately, it's like, this is going to lead to your happiness. So basically, I'm pulling it back to this, right? Two twins are leading each other out of the dark. I might title it that. We're leading each other out of the dark to true ultimate fulfillment and happiness and opportunities left, right, and centre after the darkness. And the death card is, well, 13 is the divine feminine energy as well, goddess energy, but death and rebirth, the death card is Scorpio energy, and I'm channeling this in a Scorpio moon right before the Sagittarius full moon. And I'm done, guys. This was a long one, and here you go. Look, there's Sunday's guy from the garage, and that's a twin flame card too, because of the flames and because it's the Three of Wands, and she's making plans, or he's making plans. It's a secret. It's a secret. Both cards about secrets, so trust your intuition. It's all meant to be a mystery, but healing and happiness and positive changes and balance are on the horizon. And no more juggling and big changes, tower moments, fighting's behind you, the devil's behind you, celebrations, no more divine masculines and too much ego. There's going to be working hard. Oh, this is the same from, this is the other day when I channeled a message. Yeah, look, they're saying it's the same fucking thing we just told you. Expect positive, happy, miraculous changes. It doesn't always need to be twin flame physical union, but it is for some. Right, see you later. Email me, just see where I'm at. I'm going day by day. Love yous, bye.